Hey guys, welcome back. And as you can see, I have quite made a huge work with my home recently, and there are some pretty bad and a lot of improvements as well. And as you can see, I got these the grinder and the forge, the chemistry bench, all of them are from like the red drops, so and I am really happy about that. And as you can see as well, I do have the QOL plus mod, so that way I don't have to like just grab a huge assortment of items just for something at least. And what I was actually planning on doing at first is, before getting the Pinacosaurus as a breeding pair, I was actually gonna start making a little farm area, kind of like right around here, maybe. Because I do need to start my kibble farm before I actually start taming a ton of creatures, and most importantly, the creatures for the boss fights. And so I think I'm gonna just start off with like a basic farm foundation as of right now. As you can see, that I have some unfriendly neighbors just waltzing around. Alright, so let's see here. And it's fine. No, wait, actually. I want to have it be like 9 by 9. There we go. I think, actually, nah, I'll just grab a couple more of these, throw these away, and I'll go ahead and start making the greenhouse structures. I'll probably just start off with 10 right now. There we go. So that way we can have this little like walkway in here, and then have all this stuff. And maybe have these smaller crops like right in these triangle foundations, and the medium crops can be like around here. Yeah, I thought it could work. And I haven't seen any dung beetles, which is going to be a huge problem. That's also what I've noticed as well, is that there isn't any dung beetles at all. Like, at all. Zilch. Nada. Which does concern me greatly because of that. I actually might need to kill that spinal real quick before I continue. And let me actually make the... Oh, I need more crystal. And yeah, all of these resources I have not gotten from my raft yet. All of them were like grinded with the grinder. So that's that's also the reason why I have like an abundance of resources right now. Like the drops, like I cannot stress enough of how good the drops are. It is ridiculous of how good they are. Alright, so yeah, I need a lot more crystal. But, thankfully, right over this way, there is crystal, which shouldn't be much of a problem. Which I'm hoping they're not decorations and actually crystals. Yep. Wow, this is a lot. Jeez. I was expecting like a couple of hits before it broke, but I mean, I'll take it. I mean, that'll definitely mean that if I get an Ankylo and just swing at them, then I'll just get a huge amount of crystal. So with these Pinacosauruses, they should be pretty easy to tame, as they only need to be... they only need to be tamed passively just by petting them and stuff. And the reason why I have the berry jam and stuff is because I was also planning on getting the Lyranosaurus, the tech version. But I think taming the Pinacosauruses first might be a good option. I'll actually grab the other two. Crystal. Here. Now we just need to make 6. There we go. And then let me double check again. How many triangle roofs would I need? Okay, yeah, no, it's getting dangerously close. So I think let's start off with 5, or maybe 4. Let's start off with 4, and then see how that goes. There we go. Alright. Alright, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 more, and then yeah. Okay, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill this Spino. What level are these Daedons? Because I don't really like them being close to my base as well. Oh jeez, it's a level 125. I have to deal with everything around here. That is the main downside of living in the main areas of the island. Well, this isn't a map island, but like an island. Is dealing with more aggressive creatures. I mean, to be honest, it's better than like dealing with those Ichthyornises, where they can just steal like your most prized like consumables or even cryopods of creatures that you own. I've heard about it, and I haven't gotten to that point yet. I haven't gotten something stolen from me just straight from my cryopod yet, and I hope I never do. And I really do hope I never do have that. But that just sounds horrible. Like, why would they do this? Why would they make the Ichthyornis such a horrible creature? Like, they really didn't need to, but they did. Peglomastax, they can steal your stuff, but at least you can kill them and get your stuff back with it. But with Ichthyornises, they just steal your stuff and it's just gone. Like, it's immediately in its stomach, completely digested. Gone. Donezo. And also, because of how it's going to be more and more frequent of how a lot of the time it's just going to be the same old thing of how I'm just going to grind and eventually I'm going to have to just have creatures bred and stuff for the better stats for boss fighting, or just for better cosmetic senses or colors or whatnot. That there is going to be a lot more dead noise, and so I'm going to try and thanks to one of the comments that suggested to me in the last video that I might actually just start like cutting out some of the parts that are just dead air and just me just running around doing nothing, just doing mindless stuff for the most part. And I'll just have anything, and I'll just show you guys anything that is actually going on, like fighting with a Spino or Giganotosaurus, or just building in general. Instead of just me running back and forth, like getting X and Y or something like that. I never like, it's a weird thing. Why is the greenhouse triangle ceiling the only one separated from the rest of the greenhouse blueprints? I'm really confused about that. I mean, it's not really a bad thing, I guess, but it's just also kind of weird of how it's just like separated from everything else. Alright, and then I need 3 more ceilings, and the greenhouse should be good. Although the problem is that I do want to get a dung beetle, but I don't know where they are. And I'm pretty sure that caves are still being implemented, from what I know from the Discord. And it might be just because I'm playing on single player right now, and spawns is just like kind of weird in single player version. Because if it was like in multiplayer or something like that, then like dung beetles will probably spawn more somewhere. But I pretty much explored the majority of the map right now, but I haven't seen any dung beetles. So we might actually need to grab a Phiomia, actually, after we get the Pinacosaurus. Which, since we finished that up, we'll actually start going ahead and getting one. Alright. So, the Pinacosaurus. So let's see, I just need to pet it, right? Okay, so it's literally just petting it until it gets tamed. With a 30-second interval timer. So yeah, they're pretty easy, it just takes a really long time. So, again, be right back. Okay, you know what? I don't like these raptors. They're gonna die. There we go. Alright. Last pet. I've dealt with a couple of Pyroraptors and finished off a couple of raptors. There was a Rex over there, and I'm not entirely sure where it went, but I'm hoping it would not. There we go. So let's just put you away real quick. There we go. And let's see real quick. So as of right now, this does seem like a pretty good statistics for the So apparently with the Pinacosaurus's abilities, they are able to like break bones and prevent it from healing, which I'm not entirely sure of how useful it will be in PvE, especially since I'm going to be playing single player. But I mean, I guess it will probably be useful in case of like fighting against like carnivorous creatures, and if you decided to eat a corpse and it just fully heals them, but now it'll just like not heal them as much. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe stop Argentavises from healing from eating corpses and stuff. I don't know. So yeah, that is a high stamina and high melee, which is not surprising considering that percentile. And the health is good. Melee damage is probably the best one, by far. So let's go ahead and get ourselves the male version of the Pinacosaurus, and we'll try getting a breeding pair real quick, and then hopefully we'll get a mutation out of him. Oh, well, never mind then. I guess I'm not getting the level 135 male Pinacosaurus, since it apparently just fell for the world and just died. So I guess we can probably go ahead and get the Lyraniasaurus, but I'll need to get the berry jam real quick. So I'll come back to you guys real quick once I get the Lyraniasaurus. Alright, this is the Lyraniasaurus. So all you need to do is just feed it with jam and it should be tamed. And from what I know from this creature is that they're only like they're good for like carrying stuff and gathering fiber. And I think that's all it can do, really. I don't think it's good for being a berry gatherer, which I would probably go ahead and try and get a Phiomia real quick. Speaking of which, if I can spell it right. And I'm debating on what I should get. I should probably get the Iguanodon, because I do like Iguanodons. A level 115 is like right up at that beach area. Let me actually give you guys a better look at it. It's like kind of like right around here, kind of like directly west of where the Phiomia is. So again, other than that, like it should only take like 3 or 4 more bites, and usually the second bite takes a lot longer. Oh. I would have expected like a medium feces out of that. I mean, okay. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the passive tames and like the first intervals for feeding, but It's ridiculous. Alright. And then a Wanadon, and we should be good for the starting tames. Oh wait, what are these? Oh, Venosauruses. Alright. Now, again, I'm not entirely sure of how well this is going to be or how it looks at the end with all the cuts going on with taming different creatures and whatnot. But I am hoping that in doing so, this will just kind of like make the video a little bit more easier to work with, in terms of like not having to constantly talk about every single thing without a lot of things happening. But if you guys don't really like a bunch of cuts and all that stuff, then I can go back to like doing just the complete uncut version of it. But at least for this video, I am gonna I'm gonna try out doing all the cutting and just cutting out any stuff that is just going to be like just me traveling around like this and doing a couple of grinding stuff, and especially with like the breeding. I feel like that the only exception I'll do with like cutting is just doing like the breeding stuff, because it is unnecessarily like tedious to work with. Especially if I'm going to need to do boss fights. But anyways, let's actually start making the saddles for each of these creatures. So, I mean, technically we don't need to make a saddle for the Phiomia. Oops. It'll wake up soon. Hopefully. Okay. So... go. Actually, I can just make the saddles right here. This one, and then no, that's the Siamosaurus. Where is, there it is. Lyarosaurus. And then let's try them on and let's see how they work. So this one, it should be, oh no way, I can ride it. I thought I couldn't. So it does have a little swipe thing, and I'm assuming that does the fiber picking. C doesn't do anything, X doesn't do anything, Control doesn't do anything, so let's do this. So yeah, left click is berries, right click is for the berries. Alright. And I think because of the saddle, it should greatly decrease. Yeah, so like with the measure berries, it's like 0.8 for carrying the if my Lyranosaurus is carrying it, but if I carry it, then that's going to be 1.6. So yeah, it is a significant, it is a half difference. And then the Pinacosaurus. Which should have... Oof. So yeah, left click is just ruining their legs. Right click is, of course, gathering the berries. Oh, it can gather flint. That is actually really nice. I want to see... I saw the berry somewhere around here. Oh. What? Oh. Never mind. There was the baryonyx. Alright. So then my health is pretty good. Damage is pretty monstrous. And I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming that, yeah, it does a great reduction to my weight, to its weight. Flint does not. Okay, so only metal does a significant weight decrease. But it is a bit slow. All of us is berry right over here, 25, so that should be good to kill. And actually, since it can break, I wonder if it can gather crystal. Since I'm assuming that this is just like the Ankylo, but I'm pretty sure this is just like the more passive tame Ankylo. So, let's see here. Oh. Oh. That's not good. Okay, so it does have a pretty bad weak spot. Which I'm not really happy about. I'm not really excited about. But, I mean, I guess that's to be expected from an easy tame. Of where you can easily get cornered or easily get locked into like a blind spot and not be able to do much about it. So let's see if it can break crystal real quick. And if it can gather crystal a lot, kind of like with the Ankylo, then I won't really need to bother taming an Ankylo. So let's see real quick. So I don't really see, like, actually I didn't even notice if I was dealing the bone breaking ability against the berry or the Daedon. And I'm not entirely sure if that's supposed to be for like larger creatures only, or if it's just like not really that showing, or what. Alright, there we go. That's good. That's what I want. Mel's not good. Crystal. Crystal's good. But again, it doesn't have that weight reduction, which is weird. It's kind of weird of how it's like supposedly a normal Ankylo, but it doesn't have the weight reduction for the crystal or for the other stuff other than metal. Even though it's not really good at gathering metal from what I've seen. It seems pretty good gathering flint, but not good at like stone, metal, but good at collecting crystal and mainly just like stone ores with a pick, to say the least. So that's kind of a confusing tame. And actually, let me just... And everyone is almost awake. Let me see if I have a Saturn 48 going on. No, just a Giga. Let's see. There we go. Oh my goodness. jeez. Yeah, I need to, like, reorganize all of my creatures, probably off camera, because it is just a mess. Just having all of them just, like, attack, it's just like something from the pawn. When I could just, like, and like, oh jeez. Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, that should be it for this episode. Where I have gained a lot from it, from getting the Pinacosaurus, the Liamosaurus, Lyranosaurus, Ephiomia, the Iguanodon, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Iguanodon is going to be my go-to for, like, gathering, like, berries and seeds, because I mean, the fact that it can jump makes this a lot more, like, useful, because there's a lot of, like, areas that do have to require, like, some, like, parkour involved. Why? 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 Just land. Just land normally. Why do you all have to, like, be not normal? Of course, you're inside a wall. And again. Okay. But yeah, that should be it for this episode. And hopefully you guys do like the edited version, but if you guys don't like it and want to go back to the old, like, uncut versions, then I'll gladly do so as well. So, see you all later.